I am the nicest guy in the world. No matter what's been thrown at me, I've always been able to take it in strides. If you called me a name, I'd look the other way and find some way to compliment you no matter how much of a pretentious snob you were. When I was 7, I gave my lunch to the school bully who'd spent the last 3 years of our lives making my life a living hell. His parents beat him. I gave him my lunch. I went to 4 high school proms, all with the same girl. She went to a different school, so we made arrangements accordingly. I would call her my high school sweetheart. However, after each of those 4 proms, she went home with another guy while I sat in a hotel, lonely watching the Animal Channel. When I was a freshman in college, I made it a point to write out birthday cards to all of my professors who were old and single. I knew they were very lonely in their lives, and I knew that one day I'd join them in their loneliness. Hopefully someday someone would write me letters. The thought would definitely count. I've helped countless old ladies across the street. I've paid for the groceries of countless single mothers who were in front of me in line at the supermarket and couldn't afford every item they'd picked up. I've given the most gracious advice to powerful men who only looked for power, but somewhere in their mind they honestly felt the need to be overly successful. I'm the nicest guy in the world. So me beating the shit out of this random stranger is completely out of my character.
Mr. Timmons? Mr. Timmons, are you listening to me?
Yes. Sorry.
I didn't ask what kind of individual I thought you were. I asked if you were listening to me. Now, I called you in here because I'm not impressed with your performance as of late. Do you understand?
Yes. No. Wait, what?
Your performance is lacking, Mr. Timmons.
Lacking, sir?
Yes, Mr. Timmons. Lacking.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
Mr. Timmons, are you trying to tell me that you don't understand what the word lacking means? To be deficient in, short of, without. In other words, I am not impressed with your performance. Do you understand that?
My sales have grown every year since I've been here.
By how much?
I'm sorry?
By how much have your sales grown, Mr. Timmons?
I don't know. A lot?
Your sales have grown steadily over the years without missing a beat. Slowly and surely and steadily. Do you know what the word steadily means?
Yes, sir.
Of course you do. Any word that you would consider to be a bit of praise, you make it a point to remember, correct? Don't answer that. If you would have answered yes to that question, I would have been forced to slap you in the face. Now, to me, the word steadily means that I'm average.
Average isn't bad?
Average isn't good. When something isn't good, it's bad. Average is bad. Are you following?
I'm following.
Steadily, I'm sure. Now, when I first called you to this company, I also hired a guy by the name of Roger Wheatman. Now, you do know Roger, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Of course you do. You've been working with Roger for the past 5 years. Now, what can you tell me about Roger?
He's a heavy drinker.
Don't go kicking a man while he's down, Timmons.
I wasn't aware he was down, sir.
Well, he's not. He's actually doing better off than you are.
I'm sorry.
I know you are. Now, to the untrained eye, Wheatman is a drunk, but to a more trained professional eye like myself, well, we see Wheatman for the genius that he truly is. Now, are you aware that Roger Wheatman has outsold you for the past 2 consecutive years?
No. No, I wasn't aware of that, sir.
Do you pay attention to the world around you?
I pay attention to my work.
Well, stop paying attention to your damned work and pay more attention to more successful people like Roger Wheatman. Now, when you first came to this company, I thought that you were going to kick Wheatman's ass in sales, but no, you've grown steadily. While Wheatman has run circles around you, increasing his sales exponentially. Do you know what that means?
Exponentially?
The situation.
What situation?
The situation where I'm forced to fire you because you suck as my employee.
What?
I want your desk cleaned up by the morning.
You're firing me.
Oh, past tense, I fired you. Good day, Mr. Timmons.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Jeez, man, what's wrong with you?
I'm sorry?
Come back to the company when you've grown a pair. I've got no room for sissies.
Thank you, sir.
One day, One day some of the kids from the neighborhood carried my mother's groceries all the way home. You know why? It was out of respect.